Alright, today we're going to be talking about equations with variables on both sides, and these variables have either fractions or decimals as their coefficients. So let's start with an easy example. What about if I would have x over 3 equals x plus 4? Well, the idea is trying to figure out the least common denominator. It's important because 1, 1. Well, at this time, my least common denominator will be 3. So I kind of figured out now what number I should multiply both of these equations by so that I get rid of this denominator, and that is 3. And when I do that, I end up with 3x over 3 equals 3x plus 12. Well, these 3's will cancel each other, and I'm going to end up with x equals 3x plus 12. Next step is, as you guys all guess, is subtracting this 3x from each side. When I do that, I end up with negative 2x equals positive 12. And when I divide everything by a negative 2, I end up with x equals negative 6. And if you plug that in, negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. So it checks. So that's one example. Let's see how we can do another one. Let's erase this screen. Alright. Our next example is m minus 3 equals 4 over 5m minus 2. Well, again, I gotta look for the least common denominator, LCD. And in this case, what I'm seeing is I got a 1, and I got this 5, so that tells me that I have to multiply everything by 5. So I will end up with, if I multiply it like this, 5m minus 3 equals, this 5 will cancel this, 4m minus 10. So over here, what you're going to have is 20 over 5m minus 10. 20 over 5 is 4m. So the next step would be subtracting 4m from each side. Can you subtract 5m? Absolutely, but you're going to end up with a negative m. So no need for that. Try to bring always your variables to the left side. So m minus 3 equals negative 10. Next, I'm going to add 3. And from what I see here is m equals to negative 7. Hopefully that's going smooth for you guys. Let's see one more example. I hate when this screen happens. I don't know why it's happening, but hey, I find this better than using a pencil paper. Okie dokie. So let's do it with a purple one, why not? Next question is x over 5 minus 4 equals 2 minus 2x over 5. Well, x over 5, 2x over 5. I think pretty obvious, huh? I think I should multiply everything by 5. I'm going to end up with 5x over 5 minus 20 equals 10 minus 10x over 5. Cancel. X minus 20 equals 10 minus, simplify, only 2 left, 2x. Well, x minus 20 equals 10 minus 2x. Next thing to do would be adding a 2x to each side. And you will end up with 3x minus 20 equals 10. Well, from here, if I add 20 to each side, I'm going to end up with 3x equals 30, which then will give me x equals 10. So that's it for the equations with variables on both sides where there's fractions or decimals. Now with the decimals, always think about the place values. If it says 0.1x, multiply it by 10, so it becomes 1x. So decimals are not necessarily comes to you as a standardized question in MCAS, but we will be doing another video just about those in the future.